Hello everybody and welcome back to Odin's Movie Blog. I am the critic who is a cynic. Hope we're doing well. And today we're talking about Charlie's Angels. Have you seen the trailer? Good lord, is it awful? And good lord, does it really just show that Hollywood is completely out of touch, especially Elizabeth Banks is completely out of touch with what audiences actually want. If anyone were to tell me yesterday, or let me just say 2 years ago, 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago, that you know what Hollywood really wants to do? They really want to make a reboot and remake of Charlie's Angels. I would have said, why? This is a franchise that, to me, has never really picked up any steam. Even when the show was running at the time, I think that the only reason why the show was able to stay on for as long as it was able to stay on was not because it was necessarily a good show, but because men were watching it for various reasons. I mean, let's just be honest here for a second. And the only reason why the films did as well as they did was for very similar reasons, because it was pretty much just, you know, basically fun, stupid types of films, which I personally, even though I'd say fun, they had moments of fun to them, but overall they were just complete waste of time because they were literally just a bunch of, you know, Hollywood types who were pretty well known in Hollywood, and overall they were just being sexually exploited on the screen. And again, you could say whether or not you agree with me or not, but that's basically what was going on, which is one of the many reasons why I just did not like the franchise overall, because there was really nothing being added to the universe of not just that universe, but also of films in general. Like, to me, it was lowest common denominator, really awful crap. And so you look to that, you look to the original show, and you think to yourself, okay, this is a series, this is a concept that is obviously not very popular, that is obviously not going to be able to pick up any steam. But for some reason, Elizabeth Banks thinks that this is, one, what audiences want, and two, that this is something that women specifically want. So here you have it. Elizabeth Banks on Charlie's Angels. Women are the audience, and the message is to believe women. So women are the audience. When have I heard this before? When have we heard, oh my god, it's all about the women, it's all about the women. Oh, yeah, that's right, Ghostbusters 2016. How well did that movie do? Oh, that's right, it didn't do well at all. In fact, it bombed, and people still, to this day, act like it just doesn't even exist. I mean, Ghostbusters 3 is pretty much ignoring the fact that it exists, is kind of treating almost like alternate timeline, and I kind of hope that in the movie they make a reference to it, trying to say, oh yeah, no, that doesn't really count, that's not really a part of the actual official Ghostbusters universe. It says a lot when that was one of the free movies that Movies Anywhere was giving away, because no one was actually trying to buy it, because, again, it was a really bad movie, because the only real push for the overall film as saying, oh, you should go see this film, is to say, oh, well, now you get to see the Ghostbusters if it was all women. And so for this, it's like, well, obviously the Angels have been, you know, women for a long time, but this is like, to me, saying, okay, well, now we're going to make a modern take on it, and we're going to try and basically, as you even have some of the actresses in the film, specifically this just Joy right here on the screen, that you even have her, Kristen Stewart, going out of her way to say, oh yeah, this is about fighting the patriarchy. So let me get this straight. It's about fighting the patriarchy. The audience is meant for women. So basically what you're trying to say is that the vast majority of audience members, because let's face it, when it comes to movies, almost every single big budget film, or at least every single film that makes a crap ton of money, is usually, and again, not always, but usually dominated, or in some ways 60, 40, 70, 30 of an audience is usually percentage-wise men. That just usually tends to be the audience as far as what actually goes to see movies. It's very rare that you actually have any type of, switch over, unless it's a lower budget type film, but even then it's not going to make a lot of money. So this is a film that seems like it's going to have some money behind it. I don't know why anyone in the right mind would want to financially back this film, except for Elizabeth Banks herself, because obviously this is a passion project of hers. But if she's trying to get the word out there, if she's trying to get people to actually come to see this movie, she's doing a really crappy job of it, because she's basically saying, okay, 50 to 60, 70% of the audience that would normally come to see this film, you're not welcome. This isn't made for you. This isn't a movie that's made for you. Where have I heard that before? But also to believe women. I always hear this concept, I always hear this phraseology, and yes, that's right, I said phraseology. I was just in a show where phraseology was used, and I think it's wonderful. But the fact that believe women, no, I'm going to believe a man or woman based on the evidence that is presented. I'm not just going to believe someone because they happen to be of a particular gender. That is ridiculous. That is stupid. That is pure and utter stupidity. If you are going to believe someone just because they're a man or just because they're a woman, you are an idiot. It doesn't matter what is being said. It doesn't matter what is being told. You don't just automatically believe somebody because they said it. You believe them based on the evidence that's being brought forward. Obviously, this is meant to be a way to try to attach this film in some way to the hashtag #MeToo movement, which was a movement that started off really, again, I think in a very good place, because it was about people coming forward, men and women coming forward to say, hey, I was abused, hey, this happened to me, and it's about time that someone's actually, that I actually spoke up about it, that I actually owned up to it, speak about it, and actually, try to expose these people, and again, try to expose the people that have done these things to me. At least that's what initially was about to be. But instead, Hollywood decided to take over it and say, believe all women, believe all women. No. We're not going to believe all women. We're not going to believe all men. We're going to believe anyone that has a valid complaint, anyone that has a valid criticism that can be backed up with facts. That is how anything goes. I mean, court of law And presumption of innocence is something that we still hold very dear in this country. At least we did for a very long time. But ever since this movement started, it's unfortunate that a lot of people have been kind of dragged into it, and it has been less and less about that and more about, oh no, but we just need to, we're trying to catch these, we're trying to get these catchphrases. We're trying to get these certain words and certain phrases out because we want people to focus on these things instead. And I think that what she's doing, what Elizabeth Banks is doing, is basically taking a movie whose trailer sucks. Again, let's just be honest here. The trailer sucks. And it's trying to basically say, oh, well, I'm just going to go after this small niche group of people that are actually going to like the things that I'm saying. The fact that I am connecting to the hashtag MeToo movement, the fact that I am saying these things, and the fact that I do have people like Kristen Stewart going out saying, oh, we're attacking the patriarchy. If you could count on, one hand, the amount of people that actually want to see that type of movie because they actually want to see that type of movie because they actually want to financially support it, you could probably find on one hand a number of people that actually want to see that. Anyone else that says, oh, I want to do that is because they're either politically motivated to do so or because they're fooling themselves because honestly that's just stupid. But anyway, guys, what are y'all's thoughts about this? Like, seriously, I think it's absolutely ridiculous. And let's go to actually, speaking with Collider, of course she was speaking with Collider, and of course Collider would post this garbage. So it says here, one of the statements this movie makes is that you should probably believe women. No, you should probably just believe anyone, man or woman, regardless of their gender, because it should just be based on the facts at hand. We have as much validity in what we're feeling and how we want to go about living in the world, being in the world, and that was really important to me, that we felt like we had characters that were being taken seriously and given a chance to live their best life. All right, there's a lot of things wrong with that statement. First off, that we have as much validity in what we're feeling. No. Feelings don't. Okay, taking one of the greatest quotes that's ever been said by any person. Facts don't care about your damn feelings. Let's just put it out there. Facts do not care about your damn feelings. Thank you, Sir Ben Shapiro. Man, he should be knighted for that. But no, seriously, shut up. No, we don't care about your damn feelings. Feelings do not create reality. Again, you might feel a certain way about the reality of a situation, but just because you have feelings does not mean that that is indeed a reality at hand. What you're trying to say is that, oh no, we feel this way, and so therefore we should be taken as seriously and believe women. No, just because someone feels a certain way does not mean it's true. Again, wait for the facts to come out instead. On the subject of believing women, I honestly feel that the property has all the bona fides of a feminism already built in. I really didn't have to do much other than honor its entire history, sure. By that I mean the original TV show was about women who went to the police academy but then were not allowed to actually be full police officers. They were given the jobs of desk clerk or meter maid. Oh man, all right, let's go back to it. And again, going back to why the show really wasn't all that popular, so I'm glad that you're taking some of the aspects of the show that no one really cared about all that much, but okay. We don't really. We play with that trope and then we dismiss it pretty early on in the movie. The women in this film use their brains and their wits. We had a mantra, which was we were going to fight smarter, not harder. Sure. That was how we approached the most action sequences in the movie. The women in the film, for instance, I had another mantra on set, which was a lot of mantras, was everyone gets to wear what they feel awesome and comfortable wearing and what they want to strut around in this movie. Whatever makes her feel best coming to set, that was the attitude. So again, it's all about feelings. Guys, this movie is all about feelings. It's not about facts. It's not about truth. It's not about reality. It's all about how you feel. So I want to ask every single one of you, how do you feel about this? Let me know your feelings about all of this, because apparently feelings are what's supposed to matter, not actual facts, which is probably the reason why you have an idiot like Elizabeth Banks saying the things that she's saying, oh, believe women. Oh yeah, sure. Okay, fine. Yeah. You know exactly what you were getting by. You knew exactly the message that was being sent when you said those words, because you know, just like everyone else in Hollywood, especially the higher up females in Hollywood, what that kind of language invokes. So again, let me know how you feel in the comments below. Also, guys, if you like this video, smash the like button, give me a subscribe. It helps me out a lot, because everyone knows that YouTube is going to, demonetize me. They already demonetized my first video today within the first few minutes of it actually being live. So thank you so much for everyone that shared it on Twitter. Thank you for everyone who helped me get to the 1,000 views that I needed in order for it to get manually reviewed. So my guess is that they're going to manually review it and say, oh no, well, it still violates our policy. We're not going to tell you why it violates our policy, but we're just going to say that it does. And it probably has something to do with me talking about BitChute, so I'm sure then the algorithm says, oh no, he said BitChute, we can't talk about that. Well, please. Follow me on BitChute, Odin's movie blog. Also follow me on Minds and Gab, Odin's movie blog. Again, all just one word. Again, minds.com/Odin's movie blog. You'll find me there. And again, also check me out on Hideout TV, hideout.tv as well. You do need to disable your ad blocker because it is supported by ads. But what that means is that now that I'm monetized on that platform, I do get some monetization from that. So since YouTube's probably going to demonetize this video, try and watch it over there. The only bad thing about Hideout at this point in time is the fact that it takes them a very long time to actually approve it because they manually review every single video. video. And obviously I understand why they're trying to do that, but at the same time too, it can be very frustrating because I'm just here trying to get the videos out as fast as possible, and if I'm going to push people over there and people are only viewing things within the first like 24 hours of when something's actually come out, then it kind of leaves me in the dust a little bit. But it's still a very cool platform nonetheless, so think about checking that out over there, checking out other supporters, other people, other content creators over there as well, but especially BitChute. Again, if you want to just donate through PayPal, you can donate through PayPal. If you want to become a Subscribe Star or Patreon member, links are there, and also links are in the description of this video as well. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and as always, God bless.